Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to, I don't usually do these things, but um, I wanted to review this movie. Watched it a couple days ago, and I'm going to butcher his name, and it's by Satyajit Ray, The Hero. It is by number 911, and this movie was just astonishing. Basically, what briefly it's about. It's about an actor that has to take a train trip to receive an award. And while on that trip, he's basically able to reevaluate himself, his life, his career, reevaluate himself as a human being. And the train trip is almost like a metaphor to the trip of becoming kind of conscious, the journey into having an epiphany, whatever you want to call it. Um, the movie was well ahead of its time. It's well ahead of its time, both artistically and conceptually, as well as the technical side of how it was done. It was a dark one. It was an eye opening for me, as well. Um, it did communicate a concept that I was very well aware of before, but it definitely carved a much in-depth statue of the topic that I knew about. Um, this concept is basically the undenying fact that once art becomes profitable, it can completely lose, the very essence of art itself. Um, it 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 battles with the dilemma of art and fame, um, the dilemma of money and joy, of theater and film. It was whew, I'm gonna use that word again. It was astonishing to see how this was a completely true satire of what's going on now. Um, yeah, it's incredible. Like, so many people have achieved and have reached the highest peak in their artistic life, you know, but are basically buried under hundreds of feet of dirt, because their lives and emotions have to be kept secret, um, from the public and from even some friends, or journalists, or anybody who is just trying to get themselves, have people that are trying to get a breakthrough in their whole journals or articles, and to make it big. People are willing to put others, they're trying to they other people, they're willing to bury you in order to make a breakthrough in their careers, and it's a sad thing. Um, I really love the fact that Satyajit Ray explored all of these issues and the concepts that took us along with him on this journey of surreal dreams and realistic conversations. What frightened me the most was when the main character explains how he transitioned from theater into film, and the implications that brought with it. Um, the fact that he felt that film was a sort of a facade in a way, that there was no real essence of the characters, because of the acting, because there was no natural sense of emotion. Everything had to be cut and paused for every scene. Um, it was really fascinating to see that. Really, really, really cool. I do love film, obviously. I think film is the most powerful, if not, um, yeah, the most powerful visual art form. Um, and I do believe movies can change people, um, and their lives. But I understood what the movie communicated. I studied film, and I love the fact that I was able to make shorts within school and outside of school, and that I got to work with people that were able to help me with my shorts, and I was able to help them. But I completely fell out of love with trying to be in the industry and to work for a studio, or maybe meet most of the people there that were maybe completely full of themselves. And this movie completely solidified that feeling that I had. It made me think of that my rational thoughts regarding this were not unreasonable. To not want to be corrupted by the spotlight of Hollywood or another major studio. Because if you think about it, if art itself is just, if I just take my camera, if I turn it on, and I basically go out with two friends and we make a movie for no profit, for no money at all, for nothing, for maybe not even recognition or likes or whatever, that itself, within itself is art. That would be basically making art. So if you make money off of it, the business part, that can overshadow the artistic part of it sometimes if you're not careful. I think this movie proves that you can make a movie, a great one, by the way, and still maintain the artistic integrity. But it is hard to do so. And it completely tells you that. Completely communicates that. And you have to always be vigilant and always be true to yourself. But this movie was a complete breakthrough for me. I was able to completely enjoy it and appreciate it. I had seen Satyajit Ray's the Apu trilogy, which was really good. That was in the 50s. Like, throughout the 50s, he made that trilogy. This was 1966. And without a doubt, I think that out of all the decades of film that I've seen, the 60s are basically my favorite. When it comes to any kind of country, like Japan, India, Russia, the 60s have a very special time in the history of cinema. So I gotta see more of his films. I appreciate whoever's watching this, whoever's listening to the very few subscribers that I have. I thank you for the people who watch them. I don't really do these kind of analysis, like I said, for YouTube especially. In fact, all the movies that I've written essays about or have analyzed have been for school in the past, or for my enjoyment or my keeping. Like I said, thank you to the people who watch these, because I know there's a few of you who do, and I appreciate the 49 or 39 subscribers that I have. If I had one subscriber, I would still be doing this, because I think that's what it's all about. I really couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine even wanting to have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Because I feel like it just takes us back to that whole movie, the whole concept of the movie. The dark place that can take us. The spiral void of the nothingness of having fame, even in YouTube. And that's a dark place that I really don't want to end up. But thanks again. Thanks a lot, guys. Be well. Please take care of yourselves. And cheers.